Hello YouTube, this is Callum from EnglishShooting, and as you can probably tell, this is a review and overview of the CMC drop-in replacement AR-15 trigger. Now, this isn't actually mine, I haven't bought it. It was very gratefully sent to me by one of my viewers and subscribers, and it's on loan. He thought it was a brilliant piece of kit and he said that I've really had to try it, so he sent it to me to have a go and review it, and I've had it for a little while now. I've shot it a few times, with it a few times, so I want to do a review and let you guys know what I think about it. Going specifically into the trigger, CMC do a whole line. They do either the flat or standard curved trigger, and they do it in the 3.5, 4.5, 5.5 and 6.5 pound trigger weights. This is the 3.5 pounds, so it's the lightest one you can get, and that's the one I would go for. In the packaging you get the instructions, you get the trigger, and you also get all the tools to be able to put it in. The only thing extra you're going to need is a screwdriver to be able to get your grip off, but apart from that, this is everything you need. It really is drop in and play. Luckily, it's not a horrible blister pack. It just pops right open, so you can reuse the packaging. That's why, obviously, it's been used and I've still been able to get it in the packaging. So this is how it comes. So you get the trigger, you get a little brochure that's got instructions, warnings in it, just standard stuff you get with any sort of gun, you know, don't point it in your face, and all the bits. So you get the 4 screws and the 2 pins, so that's what obviously holds the trigger in place via those holes there, and 2 Allen keys to be able to hold the, the nut with one and then do it up with the other. First impressions, I think it's a brilliantly well made unit. It feels sturdy, it's not rattling, it feels solid, quality, and it's a good first impression. If you've paid £200, I think these retail here for about 180. On the box here it does say 195, and I've seen places that sell it for 200. Luke said that he paid 180 for it, and I've been able to find it for the same price, so it's around that sort of price. So if you've paid that money and you get it, I think you're going to be satisfied when you first get it out of the box. It's not flimsy. You can tell a lot of engineering and kind of craftsmanship's gone into this straight away. So that's just a basic overview of the trigger. I think it's time I got it into the gun. So here you go, the CMC trigger in the Smith and Wesson 1522. If you want to see an installation video of this, I've done that separately to try and keep this video as short as possible. So if you want to see it installed and how easy it is to install, you can go and check that out. It really is a piece of cake. Anyone can do it. You don't need any specialist tools, just a screwdriver and the 2 Allen keys that come with it, and it takes 5 to 10 minutes. If you've ever taken the trigger out or you've done a trigger job, you can do it no problem, I promise you. It really is just step by step, do it straightforward. But back to the trigger, aesthetically, obviously you can see that it is the straight trigger. If I'd have had the curved one, you probably wouldn't notice a difference apart from these 2 screws. Now, just to let you know, the breech is closed, but I have a snap cap in there. The gun was checked, it is cleared. So you want to test it, obviously. Gun's on fire. Lovely. That's simply the best way to describe it. It really is a lovely, consistent trigger pull. You can tell instantly it's something different to the original that was in there. And one point I have to make is that the original I had in there had upgraded springs, it had a trigger job, I'd polished it, so it was better already than the standard one you'd get, or it is the standard one, but I've made it a little bit better. So the improvement is going to be like the smallest improvement you could make effectively, and the difference is huge. I would absolutely love to know the difference or feel the difference between a completely standard one that hasn't been touched and this, because I bet it would be absolutely massive. And as I've said, the trigger isn't bad in it, but it's nothing to write home about. It's nothing particularly special. This, you pull it and you go, all right, that's something different. That is something that's nice, and it allows you to get nice, clean, smooth, consistent shots. Obviously, the biggest question is it worth it, and am I going to buy one? Now, luckily, I'm in the best position to kind of say this because I'm in no, or have no obligation to buy one. I've been very generously lent one, so I can kind of make the decision now that I've played with it, is it worth it? Simple answer, yes, it is worth it. And simple answer again, will I buy one? Yes, I will buy one. The long, complicated answer is I'm not going to go out and rush out and buy one. I'm not going to go and buy one tonight. I might mull it over in the next week and then end up buying one, but I already have a trigger. I've done a bit of work to it, so it is better than standard already. I do enjoy shooting with it, and I've said before, it's not something that it detracts from the gun. This is a big plus. It definitely adds to the gun, but it's not like I'm shooting the 15-22 and going, oh, but I hate this trigger. It's not in my mind. I'm just having fun. I will get one once I've got the cash and nothing else to buy effectively. I will get one. I think it's worth it, and I think if you have a chance to try one, you should, and you should be able to. I would think you would make your mind up on that pretty easily. So I really hope that this has kind of helped you out, maybe answered a few of your questions. Really hope you've enjoyed the video. Again, if you want to see the installation of this and how easy it is, go and check out my other video. I'll link that in the description below. But as always, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you soon.